I usually don't do Barry and Caprice commissions, I don't want to give anyone else the keys to my car, but I wanted to do something fun in January, so for a week I let people submit requests for cosplays for Barry and Caprice to do. I wanted a funky camera angle, so I started out with some rough silhouettes to establish the composition. The rough sketch is a lot more vague than I usually make it because of the intricacy of the drawing. But that means we need to take more initiative in creating the final line art. I could do an in-between line art sketch, but I drew this on stream and I thought that might be a little boring. So we're going to go into this line art somewhat raw. You might see my references on the side of this drawing and, that's not May. Yeah, originally it was going to be Bridget and Unica, but Caprice just wasn't really a good fit for Unica, so I changed her to May. Her hair shares way more similarities, and Bridget's blue and May's orange go together so much better. As well as that, I decided to use May's Xrd outfit instead of her Strive one. The Amazon Basics ass hoodie is just not for me. I way prefer her actual or sailor getup. People go really hard for Bridget, trans girls especially, so I felt I needed to put a little extra effort into this one. So the pose is extra dynamic and complicated. I try not to get too comfortable with basic formulaic drawing compositions. Barry's got her legs over Caprice's leg, so she's basically sitting on her knee. I think that's dynamic and intimate. I like it a lot. The line art's rawness is showing, so we'll clean it up a little bit. The weight of the lines is super important to drawing the viewer's attention. Thick lines stand out and thin lines blend in, so we want to bolden any thinner lines so they don't disappear from focus. If you'll notice, Caprice has a little armpit hair, #yep, #boner. Onto the coloring, we want the background to be a different color from the things we're coloring, so a nice dark army green will do well for this drawing. I could use the fill bucket tool for the colors, but I would have to fill in the seams of the lines, so I figured it would be more entertaining for an audience to see me color things manually. I hope you enjoy that. Barry's fur is white, but I almost never make it pure white. In this drawing, you can see it's got a little bit of blue and gray in it. Pure white is such a strong color. You rarely ever see it realistically. I only use it if I want something to stand out, like the eyes. Eyedropper color picking can be a bit weird, but we're going to mess with the colors a bunch, so the eyedropper isn't that big of a deal. You can see it especially on Bridget's hair, but Guilty Gear Strive uses a really strong orange multiply for its shadows that I'm a huge fan of. Orange's opposite is blue, like Bridget and May, so I thought it would be cute to have a blue light to the orange shadow. If we want blue light, then I thought putting them in the sky would be fitting. Maybe they're not in the sky, it's just a backdrop or whatever. I'm not going to go too crazy with the shading because sometimes things look better simpler. I try not to make all my drawings look like realistic Bart Simpson. A shadow, a highlight, and a counterlight are more than enough, though we are going to add a screen layer to adjust the colors a little bit. I try to have a puppier vibe to Barry and Caprice. I think people like it. And after adding a little color to the line art, we're done! I'm super proud of this one. I love the colors, I love the pose, I love the composition. Everything came together for this one to make it excellent. I stream this drawing live here on YouTube, so if you want to catch future streams live, then subscribe. Thank you!